Processing a credit memo. We're going to process a credit memo for an undelivered service to a customer. First, we'll create and release a credit memo and then apply the credit memo to an invoice. To begin with, go to the Receivables workspace and open the Invoices and Memos form. Click the New Record icon. Select Credit Memo as the document type. Next, select the customer for whom you need to create the credit memo. You can change the date and the post period to match your requirements. Remember to add a description. On the Details tab, click the Add Row icon to add a new row. Then specify the values in the fields: branch, transaction description, and extended price. Now, click the Remove Hold button. Then, click the Release button to release the credit memo. A confirmation pops up once the operation is completed. Notice that the status is now open, which was previously on hold. Let's now apply this credit memo to the invoice. To do that, click the Apply button. The system navigates to the Payments and Applications form, where the system creates a payment document with the credit memo type. Make sure that the values in these two fields are the same as those in the credit memo you created. Take note that the current payment amount and the available balance are the same. On the Documents to Apply tab, add a row. Select the invoice reference number. Make sure that the Amount Paid column reflects the same amount we set in the credit memo. Once we release the credit memo, it will be credited to the customer's account, and the available balance will display a new balance. Now, click the Release button to release the credit memo application to the invoice. A pop-up message will appear confirming that the operation has been completed. Notice that the previous balance has now been reduced by the credit memo amount. To check if the release is successful, click the Application History tab and make sure that the row containing the invoice has appeared. Let's look at a shorter way to apply a credit memo to an invoice. This is done by using the Reverse and Apply To Memo option available under an open invoice document. In the Invoices and Memos form, select an invoice with the open status. From the More menu, select the Reverse and Apply to Memo option. Notice that when you reverse the transaction, the system creates a credit memo for the selected invoice. Also note that the status of this credit memo is on hold. To release this credit memo, click the Remove Hold button. And then click the Release button. A pop-up message will appear confirming that the release of the credit memo has been completed. Let's return to the Invoices and Memos form. Here, notice that the invoice and its credit memo are now closed.